Turn on the face. So this young man was caught.
Brother, turn on the fucking face.
Breaking into that Toyota town yesterday by this unmarked police unit. Didn't know that it was a police unit. And we catch him red-handed breaking into the vehicle. And ironically, that vehicle is owned by a policeman who was shopping. Left his vehicle and that man broke into it. We caught him red-handed. So he's going to jail. 2 foot post.
So the money when me take pay tax, pay police to go up a road, go do stupid this. This a boy I should have prayed out pan ground. You come and tell me about who can't behind bars and he might go to jail. Figure do what? For go live free, rent free, scratch free, no bills to pay, and eat 3 square meals a day. Them a police need for lose their work. Oh no need for lose on the work. This a boy I should have prayed out pan ground. So what I said I mean, what I said you know me already, and not take it back.
Welcome back to MyView TV, the people's platform, the home of undiluted news, reviews, updates, and your daily dose of entertainment. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, leave us a comment, like, share, and subscribe.
I don't bring nobody forward in your cheer for me. Everything what you see up my natural talent. Man, me tell you something. You see, when you know what to please the audience with, it's simple, me.
Welcome, my people. Hope everybody okay. Hope everybody alright.
Lord, as I rise today, thank you for blessing me to see another wonderful day. I understand, Lord, that I did not wake up by my power, or by my alarm clock, but it is by your grace, I have been given another day in this world. I am thankful that no matter what I face, you will never give me more than I can handle. And you will never leave me or forsake me. Please help me to strengthen my faith so I can walk in your light and feel the of your love. In your name I humbly pray. Amen.
Can I get an amen? Yeah, man, right in the comment section. What you going pan what go on now, people? I want to tell them, say, me, nah keep no secret for nobody. After me see them walk up and down on the road, that man dead. All know you hear them come talk about it, you know. But guess what? Remember good. We don't run down breaking news. So if it take me 1 or 2 days for come tell me say when them did a walk man dead, me I come tell you, me nah keep no secret and try. I did it tell you from you. No. Not on this platform. But anyway, I can start the news right as up before I reach right round there so. Okay? A 24-year-old St. Elizabeth woman and her 32-year-old brother were arrested following the siege of an illegal firearm during a joint police military operation in Dry Harbor District near Lacovia on Monday. Head of the St. Elizabeth Police Superintendent Kenneth Chin, the man who not done nothing at all, said that shortly after midday, a snap raid was conducted in the area. During the operation, a knapsack was searched containing a Chrome 45 semi-automatic pistol with a magazine containing 4 45 cartridges. 2 siblings, a 32-year-old male and a 24-year-old female, were arrested in connection with the find. He said, I thank the team who are making the best use of the limited resource in maintaining the operational output, which are reaping success. Parish is safer because of your effective police presence, he added. Mr. People, Chin, I want big waist man. Me not put my mouth and talk. Chin, I want big waist man. All the money in police friend them know for them go up a road, go pick up boy and carry behind bars for go eat taxpayers' money for no slap them way. That is what we want to do the Chin. Anyway, people, St. Anne. A pistol with a magazine containing several rounds of ammo was seized in St. Anne. Report reaching on news scene that about 12:45 p.m. lawmen summoned to a premises in the area. A search was conducted and a 9mm 6-Auger pistol and 10mm rounds were found in the bathroom of a building. No one was arrested in relation to that sage. So over bathroom. After them gone, I tell you, hold on a bit now, people. My mama tell us them can't hide nothing from you, know. Me I got better than Hanover. Because when sleep with them did I walk, man dead. You understand? And him that try to keep it hush. Hanover man was stopped to death in open Hanover during the time Security Minister Sleepy Chang was carrying out a tour in the nearby community where another murder took place. He has been identified only as Clarksman. You understand? people don't really know him right name, who was living in Opal up to the time of his death. Information reached our news team that about 4 p.m. the victim was standing outside a restaurant along Opal Main Street when he was attacked by an unidentified male armed with 3 knives. Yes, people, 3 knife kid. You understand? The people them know him because of the community bad man. The attacker stabbed Clarksman multiple times before fleeing the area on foot. The Sandy Bay police were summoned and the scene was processed and the victim's body removed to the morgue to be placed on ice. Clarksman is the 4th person to be murdered in Opal community over the past 7 days. You see like how they right there, sir? Just go back out the book right out there, sir, and tell you who did it out there. A man who went to meet with another man for the sale of a vehicle was shot and killed in St. James. Yes, I fool him for selling give a fee life. Me always tell you, when you not go sell things, go on up at the police station. But you not here. Anyway, let me tell you about the dead man. He has been identified as 42-year-old Robert Harvey, a Juta tour operator of Oak Hill. It's reported that Harvey made arrangement to meet with a man who was interested in buying a motor vehicle from him. Harvey drove to the Garden Crossing in Bogue yesterday afternoon to meet with the man. While at the location, a motor vehicle with 2 men drove up. The men reported exit the vehicle and opened fire, hitting Harvey, who was sitting inside his motor vehicle multiple times. The police were called to the scene and Harvey, yes people, dead man Harvey was taken to the hospital to be placed on ice. Hold on there. Don't go that the side the at, you know, but I'm real. Don't get start alone at. The whole of Jamaica at. And who else me can get for come speak to about this? Yes, oh people. Mr. Divine Intervention himself. 44 murders were recorded across the island last week. This according to opposition spokesman and national security, yes, Peter Dumpton himself, who was quoting this latest crime data released by the police. Dumpton, who are walking from politics because he's a sour loser, says since the start of the year, 471 murders were recorded up to Saturday, May 13, a 14% reduction compared to the similar period last year. I dem hide some of the numbers. You understand? I dem hide some of the numbers. Because let me tell you, man gets stabbed up and them know, and then they put it on the 471. We call it 472. The youth around us, how them all look for the taxi youth. Him dead, you know, and them know. You understand? Him dead and them know. Because once me know me are the last one to know everything, them can't trick me. You understand? He noted that 13 murders recorded on Saturday alone, which is cause for concern. Anyway, now, Dumpton, come tell the people them wagwan. Not even 12, but 13. Dumpton, you really sure you're 13?
And in particular, on that Saturday, May 13th, there were 13 murders recorded on that day alone. When you look at the week and you break it down by division, you'll see that there were 11 murders. And remember now, that ends Saturday, so I'm not coming right up to Monday. But there were 11 murders for the week ending May 13th in St. James, and 6 in Hanover. So it was a bad week out west. Fortunately, I suppose only one in Westmoreland is considered not too bad relative to the other 2 parishes. And, obviously what was of particular concern that a lot of these murders in St. James, I believe it was 3 or 4, have been clustered around the Mount Salem Zoso. What we need is when we have spikes like this, we need to have the ability to saturate the area with the security forces. For many years, from as far back as I was minister, we've been talking about putting a mobile reserve, as it was then called. It's now called specialized operations. But having a major base in the west so that you can quickly deploy a response team in numbers, in not a few patrols, but in terms of a company of mobile reserve or specialized operations personnel to assist the divisional commanders in quelling these flare-ups. And I think, we need to look again, because we've been talking about plans for this for a long time. As I said, the thinking and planning started when I was minister, and I know I've heard announcements in that regard a number of times from Minister Chang, but it doesn't seem to have been made effectively operational up to now. And I think that would be one of the effective solutions to this type of flare-up.
Anyway, now people watch, make a move on with the news. They didn't know say you could have killed your friend and only get 3 years. Let me tell you now that they want to go now. A man who accidentally killed his best friend and then fled the scene in panic has been sentenced to 3 years in prison. A tearful Godfrey Nicardo learned of his fate when he appeared before the St. James Circuit Court last week. He was represented by attorney at law Albert Morgan and Shanique Jackson. Yes, people. On April 20, Brown pled not guilty to murder and guilty to manslaughter and guilty to illegal possession of firearm. I can tell you something now, people. The price of them are too high, gone up. You understand? Them price gone up because them win this case here. During the mitigation hearing last Thursday, Morgan emphasized Brown's attribute and antecedents, highlights that the only aggravated factor was his possession of an illegal firearm, which untimely led to a fatality. Oi, I don't want nobody come say, yo, the judge I get all on the ear and name, you know, so a mistake she make. High Court Judge Justice Judith Pusey subsequently sentenced Brown to 3 years, 5 months and 2 weeks in prison on the firearm charge, and 2 years and 5 months and 2 weeks in prison on charges of manslaughter. The sentence will run concurrently, so he will end up serving the longer term. According to court document, the shooting occurred on October 26, 2022. It's alleged that 18-year-old Nicardo Gray of Cornwall Court was on the road in front of his friend's house at a complex when Brown, who had a firearm, went outside to greet him. Bird of a feather flock together, so guess what? One had to die. An explosion was heard and Brown was heard saying he never meant to shoot Gray and that he had been unaware that there was a bullet in the chamber of the gun. Brown then fled the scene. Shortly after, Gray was seen lying on the ground with gunshot wound to the right side of his face. He was rushed to the Cornwall Regional Hospital. Yes, people. And right up there, sir, him dead. You understand? Brown later turned himself in to the police. Yes, people, that's how we're going. You understand? Remember good. Me already talk about it. Yes, we did talk about it already. Well, and now paper say the man that clout the police out of the road and make you well I made bus up. Them hold him. Yes, paper them hold him and charge him. This is what Gary had to say.
What I know is that a police operation was being carried out, and what I tell is that another officer attempted to stop a motorcyclist that was approaching. The signal was not adhered to, and the driver of the motorcycle hit one of the officers who had to seek medical attention. He was charged for driving dangerously, disobeying the police signal. He was also not wearing a protective helmet, did not have a driver's license, not covered by insurance, and actually drove away the motor vehicle without the owner's consent. So he is to attend the Spanish Town Parish Court on June 19, 2023. We continue to have some challenges with motorcyclists, apart from the fact that they are the highest category of road users that are being killed. Approximately 45 of them are thereabouts so far. That is a challenge as it relates to their safety. But we also see where a number of these motorcyclists have been involved in serious crimes, and so we have had to continue our operations.
That is where that is concerned. I can go to some news and I'll come on the news. When the Mark X pass and go down the road, nobody does see the man who drive the Mark X. A matter of fact, nobody does see the man who come out of the Mark X and go up the stairs and go in at the bar. All our people are who me I talk to. Yeah, man, who me I talk to. Who know exactly who me I talk about. People them in the group, who see video and know me I talk about too. But I ask all our people in the comment section, no. The man who come out of the Mark X, a matter of fact, no. The man lay down on the ground. The man had the whole line face right off. Who don't know him? I say, people, Mark X man come up the stairs and slap out the man head. And the whole of our people them really look at me and tell me, say, them don't know the man that drive the Mark X and them don't know the man that dead at the bar. But the man don't worry himself. I soon come back and go and update on that.